Aí, galera do Rock Forever, mais uma matéria internacional para vocês, diretamente aqui do hotel Della Volpe. Vamos falar de novo com o Eric Martin. O cara volta ao Brasil depois de só 5 meses do seu último show, e dessa vez com o companheiro dele, o Richie Kotzen. Ele vai falar isso muito mais para vocês, ele e o Richie Kotzen juntos, na matéria que você vê a seguir. Valeu! Eric, you took 14 years to come back here for the first time, but now you're back 5 months after, now with Richie Kotzen. So how does it feel to be back just 5 months after and with Richie now?
Well, I always felt that was way too long, and why, when a band, it's so hard when a band goes, I'll be back, because there's so much going on. It costs a lot of money to come over. Back then, like Mr. Big had a lot of people on board. We had the band, plus I wanted to make it lean and mean, and when I did a solo tour, I found a South American band, and so I played in April, and I begged my promoter, Patty, I said, look, I don't want to wait a year or 14 years. I want to come back. And she goes, well, Richie Kotzen's coming back. And I go, okay, put me on that bill. I know Richie Kotzen, and that's pretty much it. I said yes, I'd do it. I kind of felt like Richie was going to say no, but Richie said, yeah, let's do it. So it's a kind of a reunion of friends tour. Yeah. The other half of Mr. Big. Shh.
Pat should have come too. Do you know what happened?
Well, actually, Pat was going to go because Richie's drummer wasn't available. Right. And then Pat was all set to go, and then Richie got another drummer. But, Richie, we talked about it and said we felt it was kind of weird that that it'd be Richie, me, and Pat. That's too much. That's too close, Okay. And then everybody would say, "Where's Billy?" Yeah.
Well, we're going to play together. Obviously, do you have any plans for recording together again? You and Richie?
Well, really haven't really talked about it. I mean, the other day, he was saying, God, a long time ago, we talked about possibly doing a solo album together, because we wrote this song called "You Don't Have to Be Strong." And it did so well. I mean, everybody liked it, right? And when the band was breaking up, we said, man, I think we ought to do a solo album together.
For all the songs that you wrote with Richie, do you have one that it's a favorite? I mean, I guess the fans would pick up Shine.
Yeah, I do. I think our favorite song that I wrote with Richie is a song called Dancing with My Devils. I love that. It was on the Get Over It album. And another song that we wrote called Electrified. I thought that was really cool. I'm trying to get him to play that stuff with us,
Okay.
But yeah.
Eric, thank you very much once again.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Richie, I just talked to Eric, and I asked him if you had any plans to record together, because you're now back playing together. Are you planning on recording again too?
I don't have any plans for that right now. I obviously just finished making a record, and so I'm a bit recorded out, and now I'm kind of into the idea of playing live. So I'm kind of excited about doing these shows here in Brazil, and we just did Argentina and Chile, and then I'm going to go to Italy and do a bunch of shows. So I think for the rest of the year, I'm going to kind of stay focused on playing live and working on the songs, playing the new songs from the new record and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah.
Your style of playing got a lot of jazz and fusion, a lot of black music. What are your favorite guitar players in that segment?
Well, when I was a kid, George Benson was an influence. He's done a lot of records, but there was a record Breezin' that, you know, was just a record we had in the house. And, you know, I used to play that record a lot. And I like his phrasing and his feel. And, you know, I was in a band with Stanley Clarke, and he's got amazing phrasing when he solos. And, you know, he's a bass player, but he does a lot of solos on piccolo bass. And, you know, I love his soloing. And, you know, Stevie Ray Vaughan, great phrasing. And that's the kind of stuff that I like, you know, in a guitar player. Neil Schon is someone that I think is probably one of the best rock guitar players.
From all the songs you wrote with Mr. Big and or with Eric Martin, do you have a favorite one? I mean, the fans would pick up Shine, I guess, like right after that. Do you have a favorite one?
Yeah, you know, I mean, Shine's probably right up there at the top of the list. There's another song, I'm trying to remember because it's been a long time, but I think there's a song we wrote called You Don't Have to Be Strong. And I remember liking that. Now, I haven't heard it in a long time, but I remember when we did it, I thought it really kind of had a cool vibe.
Richie, thank you very much once again. Thank you. Thanks a lot. A galera, vocês viram aí um papo com o Eric Martin e Richie Kotzen. Esse aqui, meu, equipamento que os caras usaram no show lá no Stones Music Bar, dia 30 de setembro. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Até a próxima.